everyone, so I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to do a very different kind of video, so hopefully you guys are interested, and if not then I do hope you stick around anyway. Sorry for the really inconsistent uploads. I'm at uni for the second year and I'm having a lot of work to do, evidently. I still have a few video ideas for you lined up, so hopefully I'll get them done soon. By the way, I feel so old. Literally, I turned 20 a few days ago, and I remember I started the channel when I was 13, 14, so that's literally been like so long, like 7 years that I've had the channel for, obviously YouTube. It's crazy. Anyway, so today's gonna be kind of a quick one. I'm gonna do how to pass your driving theory test first time, since I did pass my driving theory first time like a while ago, and I also passed my practical test, but that was the second time. I will still do a video on the practical one anyway, so hopefully it should come pretty soon after this one, and I'll link it down below in the description box. So this is just for people in the UK that want to do a theory test. I'm going to explain kind of how it works and some tips and advice on how to pass it first time. So in the test there are two different sections. There's a multiple choice part and there's also the hazard perception part, and in order to pass the multiple choice question part you need 43 out of 50. So as long as you get 43 and not any less, you'll pass. It doesn't matter if you get more, obviously that's good as well. And then the hazard perception is out of 75 and you need 44 to pass that one, I'm pretty sure. So the multiple choice question part is very self-explanatory. It's literally 50 questions. You just have to answer them. Like, they give you different choices, so it seems like it will be difficult, but it's actually quite straightforward, and a lot of them are common sense questions, if you know what I mean. Like, they're pretty obvious. And then this hazard perception part, I'll get into it further in a little bit, but it's 14 videos and you need to click when you see a hazard, and you get scored between 5 and 1. So 5 is the best, and it will go 4, 3, 2, 1 depending on how quick you identify the risk in the video. So I have some tips, right? Do not panic for your test, which I know it seems a very big ask because tests are stressful, especially like stuff to do with driving and all that, because I was seriously so stressed, especially because of COVID as well. But it is easier than you think. So if you're practicing loads of tests and stuff, they're gonna be a lot harder online, and when you get to the actual thing, you'll be surprised at how easy it is. I was anyway, and I know a lot of people were as well. So I would recommend buying a driving theory app on the App Store, because stuff online is good, but it won't really be enough to, you know, help you learn, I feel like. So this app I got was from the DVSA, like the actual official DVSA people, so I thought that's the best app to get, and it was really easy to learn. It was only £5, which actually is really reasonable, considering, you know, they give you topics step by step and you go through it. There's images and it's just very easy to memorize things because of the layout of the app. And I'll put a picture of it on screen so you can just kind of see what app it is. There's other apps as well, I think roughly the same price, $4.99, but this is the one I particularly use, and I really found it easy to learn compared to reading the highway code, which I would never recommend because that is way too long and wordy, and this was put in a way more easier way to memorize, and especially all the key information, because you don't need to know every single thing for the test. We had practice questions, mock tests, different content for you to memorize, and it was really helpful, especially after you've gone through each step. It will show you how much of each module you've completed, and you can do practice questions of each module, and then you can also do a mock test, which will be actual test, 50 questions, and it gives you an hour or something. I don't remember exactly how long, but pretty much you will complete the questions sooner than the actual time limit finishes, so don't worry about that really. I found this app particularly very helpful because it lets you take it step by step, otherwise it can feel extremely overwhelming having that much content to memorize. And also, once you've done tests and stuff, you can check your incorrect answers and focus on them and why you're getting them incorrect, because some things are very simple that you'll keep on getting correct all the time, but these incorrect answers, you should focus on them and see why you're getting them wrong and make sure you don't repeat them. Also, another tip is when you're driving with your parents or family, friends, whatever, and you're in the car on the road, even when you're walking, you'll see road signs everywhere, and it'll be really great to try and memorize them and remember, or ask your parents or whatever what they are, or search them up, and that's how you can apply your learning to a real life situation. Particularly, that's how I learn a bit better than just reading off a page, is actually applying it to real life, if you understand what I'm saying. Compared to the questions on the actual app, the actual test is way more simple, I found it. You'll probably think on the app, oh my god, I keep failing. I kept failing all the time in the mock test, and I only passed probably 30%, 40% of the time, so it was mostly fails. And then I passed first time, with a lot of, I don't really know how much out of 50, but I think it's 47 out of 50 or something. I just did really well unexpectedly, and I think I just, you know, calm down and don't stress and just take it step by step and use your common sense. That's the best tips I could give you, really. So before the actual day of your test, I would say that you can revise the day before, but on the actual day, make sure you get enough sleep, have a nice breakfast, all of that, to be in that good mindset, you know, before an exam and you need to actually pay attention to things. You don't want to be sleep deprived or anything, even if you are revising, because that will overall affect your performance, and hopefully you'll do a lot better than you think you will, so just don't doubt yourself. Kind of taking a deeper dive into the hazard perception part, you get shown 14 videos. Each video has, I think one of them has 2 hazards and the rest have 1. Basically, you have to click when you see a hazard on the screen or hazard forming, and when you click, you can either land on the 5, which is a very quick response, or 4, which is less quick, 3, and it keeps going down to 1, or you could get no mark. So there'll be like something at the bottom, you won't see it of course, but basically I would recommend clicking twice once you see a hazard, because that will ensure that you get somewhere between all the numbers. Because a couple times I would, for example in the practice ones, I would click too fast before the 5, and if I did 2 clicks all the time, then you will land on the 5, just kind of making sure that you'll probably get it right instead of just clicking once. That being said though, you can't just keep clicking throughout the whole thing, otherwise they'll give you 0, because it seems like you're trying to cheat the system, you know. So just use your clicks wisely. Make sure you're actually seeing a hazard. So basically it just depends on your reaction time, the score you get, but this one's quite lenient. You need 44 out of 75 compared to the multiple choice that is way more lenient. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say. I did my theory test quite a while back, and I don't know, I just thought it's not as hard as you think. Give it a few months, just, you know, really consolidate all that information and try and apply it to your real life situations. And obviously you need to know this stuff if you're planning to drive and get on the road, so it's very important. You can't just like cheat it, you know. You have to actually learn that stuff for your own safety. So yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you subscribe. Do stay tuned for my how to pass your practical one. I will definitely go in more depth with that one because there's more to say, of course. But I hope you all have a great day and all night, and take care. See you in my next video. Bye.